Anthropic has just released remote control for Claude Code, and what that actually means is you can now run Claude Code directly from your cell phone. Now, if you're not familiar with Claude Code, it is basically just a general purpose AI agent that can automate any of your tasks. It can pull data, build things, connect to your tools, and do real work inside of your business. Now, up until now, you had to be sitting at your computer to use it. Now, that has just changed with this. And the reason that this matters for business owners specifically is because we are entering this era where AI agents can genuinely handle the majority of our repetitive operational work that is eating up our days. So that means anything like pulling reports or following up with leads or summarizing meetings, managing workflows, all of that stuff, it keeps you glued to your desk for 8 to 10 hours. Now, remote control, it removes that constraint entirely. You can set things up on your computer, you can walk away, keep running tasks from your phone wherever you are. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you guys through how it actually works, how to set it up, and the things that you need to be knowing. And then I will show you how I am going to use this to run real business operations from my pocket. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Nick. I have spent the last 2 years helping companies implement AI and driving real leverage inside of their businesses. We have been able to drive over $5 million in bottom line revenue across all of our clients and helping hundreds of entrepreneurs start their own successful AI businesses. Now, I say all of that to show you guys that this is what I do every single day. Let's get into it. So here's how it works. Remote control, it basically lets you continue a local Claude Code session from your phone, as I mentioned, or even your tablet or any browser. Now, the key thing to actually understand with this is that nothing actually moves to the cloud. So all of your files, your data, your code, all of that is going to stay on your machine. Now, this connection, it is secured through outbound HTTPS only. So your API keys or any of your business data, none of that actually ever leaves your computer. And your phone, it is just a window into what is already running locally. And the official documentation confirms exactly that. So if you head over to the Claude Code documents page, it actually spells this out for you. So Claude stays running locally. The conversation, it stays synced across devices, and you can work from both your computer and your phone at the same time. Let me just walk you guys through the setup and demo it because it is genuinely one of the simplest things that I have ever configured. So step one, it is going to simply be to update Claude Code to its latest instance. So if you're using something like Windsurf or Cursor, all you have to do is make sure that auto updates are actually enabled. Otherwise, if you are using the terminal for Claude Code, then you'll simply just have to ensure that it is updated, in which case you could just type /update. Now here inside of Cursor, I just have auto update on. So in this case, everything is going to be the latest and the greatest. Yeah, on that, you do have to ensure that you are on the right plan. So this is going to require at least a pro plan, which is around $20 a month, or the max plan, which is $100, or the $200 option. So you cannot use an API key, and the team or enterprise plans, they are not yet supported. Now, to actually start a fresh session, what we're going to do is just type /remote control. In our terminal, you can see there's going to be a few different options. So there's the remote environment, then there's a remote control. We're going to be focusing on the middle one, which is the remote control. This just gives us some brief context. It's saying this lets you access this CLI session from the web or the Claude app, so you can pick up where you left off on any device. And you could also disconnect remote access anytime by running /remote control once again. Of course, we're just going to enable remote control for this session. Next, we're just going to get prompted this URL, which we are going to want to pull up on our phone. By the way, this does not have to be on our phone. You can access this on any other computer if you want to do any other browser or anything like that. So if you want to use a different tablet, another computer, or you can just use your cell phone. So let me go ahead and do that right now. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to throw it into my browser on my phone. And we will see what we get. Okay, so it's going to ask us to log into our account. We're just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so I just logged in, and as you can see, we are now in this interactive session up at the top, and we are able to reply, ask any questions, we can swap models, and you can see down at the bottom, this is our computer that we are running this off of. Let me go ahead and just send a quick question. So I'm going to say, can you provide me a summary of my last meeting? And I'm actually going to change the model to be Sonnet 4.6 so it runs a little bit faster. And we will send this off. Now, it is worth noting while this is running that we can actually use this inside of our Claude app as well up at the top, but I just prefer to use it inside of my browser. I'm going to allow it to grab my transcripts from Fireflies, which it has the MCP access to. All right, so here we can see, here's a summary of your last meeting. Here is who it was with. Here is the date. Here is the summary and what we had discussed. So we focused on deploying a CRM app. This is actually with one of my students inside of my community. We prepared a proposal, we created a list of potential niches to be targeting, so on and so forth. Now on our computer, whilst that happened, you can see that everything ran up here as well. So the same exact thing that came up on my phone, it is also prompting on our computer and our browser as well. Now next up, we're going to get a little bit more complex with this and do a completely different task. So I'm going to say, I need you to grab one of my latest meetings from the Reprise Automation Inquiry from Fireflies, and I need you to create the proposal for the project. I'm going to send this off, but once again, this is just going to be leveraging our Fireflies, which is just our meeting note taker. And also on our computer, you can see that it's going to ask us some questions and provide everything there as well. But on our phone, we're just going to press allow once and allow it to continue. Okay, so it actually gave a list of some different meetings that I had recently with different prospects. I'm just going to choose one of these. We will choose the third one. Awesome, so that just finished up. It says here is the proposal. We saved it to its own file. We can scroll down, we find that the problem framed around 3 different bottlenecks. Phase 1, we're breaking up into phase 2 as well. And it's asking if we want to push this into a Notion page, where we can use another MCP to deploy inside of my Notion, where it's going to create a separate page. And we could also draft a follow-up emails to our client as well. Now that's the whole workflow. It really just takes a few steps to actually set it up. It's quite literally under 2 minutes. And now you can set things up at your desk and take it wherever you want, whether that's using your phone or a tablet, anything else. If you're going to the pool and you want to do some work down there while still being able to utilize Claude Code, but not having to bring your laptop, this is how you get around that. Now, there are a few different things that you need to know before you actually start relying on this. Now, I have been testing this quite a lot, and I want to save you guys some headaches. So first, your computer, it has to stay on. So if your laptop, if it goes to sleep or the terminal closes, the session, it is going to die and close out. There's nothing for your phone to connect to anymore. So if you are stepping away for a while, make sure to change your sleep settings and keep the terminal open. Beyond that, you need internet on both sides. So if either your phone or your computer loses connection for even a minute, you will get disconnected. So this works great on any normal day of moving around, but do not expect it to run for days unattended. Also, you cannot start a new session from your phone. You always have to initiate from your computer first. So the workflow is going to be where you set it up at your desk, then you set up this remote control, and then you can take this with you. So if you are already out and there's no session running, then you cannot start one remotely. That's where you're just gonna have to rely on Claude within the app and just leverage the non-coding alternative. Now, that is the biggest limitation with this right now, and I'd love to see that change, and I'm sure it will change with how fast they are releasing new features. Beyond that, do not share the session URL or the QR code that this will prompt for you. So anyone with that link can access your local files through the active session. So there is no password, there is no two-factor authentication. So while that session is live, like that link, it is practically an open door. So once you kill the session, the link, it does die, but while it is active, you need to keep it to yourself. Also, it is worth noting that this is scoped to just one project. So remote control, it connects to basically whatever directory that you started the session in. So if you do want to work across multiple different projects, you can set up one mega workspace folder that contains everything, or you can run separate sessions. Now, I have seen some people have created a single workspace with some subfolders for each area of their business so they can navigate between things within one session. And that is probably what I would recommend for you if you're trying to find something similar. Also, I do want to be very straight with you that this is still in its research preview. So the sessions, they do drop sometimes from what I have found. It just crashes, it doesn't work. There is occasional lag, so it's not exactly polished yet, but the core experience, it works. And honestly, the people who start building with this stuff while it is still early are the ones who will end up way ahead. Now, the tools, they will only get better from here. You should know that by now. So now you know what it is, you know how to set it up and what to watch out for. Let me just zoom out and talk about why this actually matters for you or your business. Now, Claude Code, they had just crossed $2.5 billion in annualized revenue in about a year. Now that right there, it has more than doubled since the start of this year alone. It has been installed over 29 million times in VS Code. AI tools, they're now writing roughly 41% of all new code globally. And the AI agent market, it is projected to hit $50 billion within the next 4 years. If you could not tell, this is not just a simple niche thing anymore. Like, this is a fundamental shift in how businesses actually operate, and remote control is one more step towards making this accessible to everybody, not just the developers. But here's what actually most people are going to completely miss about this, is that a remote control, it is useless without a TV to point it at. So if you scan that QR code and open a blank session with no business context, no data connections or workflows built out, like, you're not going to get much out of it, and it's not really going to be worth actually using Claude Code. So having it on your phone, it is cool, but it is worth saying that it is meaningless without the system behind it. So the remote, it is just the delivery mechanism, and the AI operating system that you build behind it, it is where the actual value is going to live. Now, I know this may or not seem obvious to you, but that is what is going to separate the business owners getting real leverage from AI right now from the ones who are just playing around with the tools and, experiencing that shiny object syndrome. You can think of this as building in layers, where layer one is that context. So who you are, what your business does, your team, your services, your values. And then layer two is going to be the data. So the marketing numbers, the financials, the CRM data, any analytics. And layer three, that is actually going to be the intelligence. So any meeting transcripts or call recordings, any team updates, anything like that. And then layer four, that is the automation. So the agents and the workflows that actually execute the tasks for you. Now, when you stack those layers and you actually point a remote control at it, like, you genuinely have something that lets you run most of your business entirely from your phone. Like, that's not a pitch. That is what I am doing right now inside my business, and what the founders that I work with are building as well. So let me show you what that actually looks like in practice. I'm going to give you guys 3 specific use cases, and just know it's not limited to these, of course. First one is the marketing reports and data on demand. So this is just all about marketing intelligence. Now, most business owners that I work with, they spend about 3 to 4 hours every single week just pulling numbers from 5 or 6 different platforms. So whether that's going to be ad accounts, analytics, email tools, their CRM, or anything on their social platforms, they're always logging into each one, trying to figure out what is actually working and what they need to grab from that. But with an agent behind your remote, you can just set up the data connections once, and you can tell it what sources to actually pull from, what metrics are going to matter, and how often to actually report. And then from there, it'll just run it. So every morning you can get a brief on your phone. Like, you can ask what is up, what is down, what needs attention. And let's say you are standing in line for coffee and your phone tells you that a campaign's cost per lead just spiked overnight. This is where you can reply with, okay, just pause that campaign, shift the budget, and then you're done from there. Like, you don't need your laptop, you don't need to be at your desk, you have to look up a dashboard. Like, that's just a decision based on data that was handed to you. So you go from being the person who actually pulls reports to the person who can review them and make decisions on the go, just like that. That is how a CEO should be able to operate. The second one is catered to lead response and qualification. So we had a client who was losing about 30% of their inbound leads. Now, their offer, it was very solid. Obviously they were getting a lot of traffic, but the response time, it was obviously a pretty big problem. So it averaged about 3 to 4 hours to get back to one of their prospects. And by then, their prospects in their market, they were already going with a competitor who got back to them a lot sooner. So that one bottleneck, it was costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. Now, with an agent set up behind your remote, new leads, they can get picked up instantly. So they can be qualified based on your criteria, they can be scored, they can be routed to different areas, so routed back to anybody else on your team. So any hot leads, it can go straight to your sales team with the full context associated, and everyone else, it just goes into an automated nurture. Now, everything else, it'll get logged into the CRM without anyone having to touch it. And with this, you can just get a notification on your phone. So 3 qualified leads this morning, you got 2 booked for calls. Here's the summary with them. You review and you adjust from wherever you are. So the response times, it can easily go from hours to seconds, and conversion rates can jump. The last use case I'm going to give you is surrounding meeting intelligence and daily briefings. So this is the one that changed, quite literally changed how I personally run my business. So think about how much important stuff actually lives inside of your meetings every single week. So consider those sales calls, those stand-up meetings, those client sessions, even decisions or problems or opportunities. And 90% of that stuff, it is disappearing because nobody goes back to them to review. So here's what I actually set up. every meeting, it is going to get recorded and transcribed automatically. So those transcripts, they are going to go into a database that the agent can access. So in my case, I used Fireflies. It's just a third party. Now I could just pull up my phone and ask like, okay, what came up in the sales calls this week? What objections are we hearing? Which deals are at risk? And from there, it is going to pull from dozens of calls and give me structured answers in literally seconds. But with that being said, because the agent also has access to my marketing data and my financials and my business context, it is going to start connecting dots across the organization. So it can tell me like the objection sales keeps hearing is just a positioning issue that marketing should address, or maybe it's that our feature product is just deprioritizing. So every morning I will get a daily brief on my phone. So what happened across all my meetings, what is trending, what needs attention, what strategic recommendations that it is telling me. And that is the kind of setup that takes you from just an operator who is buried in the day-to-day to an owner who is actually steering their business. So that is everything that I wanted to cover inside of this video, but here's my advice for you. Do not wait for this to be perfect. You need to start right now. Pick one use case, whichever one costs you the most time or money, build it properly with a shared data layer so that the next thing that you add connects to it. And then just keep layering. Like that is how you build an AI operating system that actually runs your business. Now, with that being said, if you guys want to go deeper, I run a free community with over 18,000 members where we are building and implementing this stuff every single day. So we have founders, we have business owners, AI professionals, all helping each other in real time. Link is down below in the description. It's completely free. And if you are looking to take a more hands-on approach to learning and implementing this stuff, whether for your business or as a service, then check out some of the other links that we have down below. You can book into a call with our AI transformation company and we'll help you scale your business, or you can check out our paid community where we will just do this with you. But in any case, if you guys got some value from this video, please make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and drop in the comments. Let me know what you thought about it, what you guys are using this for specifically. I read every single comment, so I'm interested to hear. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.